All poets seem to agree on one point: tears, beautiful in a woman, are unbecoming in a man. Listen up, young men. You are warriors, born to conquer and overcome any obstacle that comes your way. You are powerful, capable, and destined for greatness. You have the strength, courage, and determination to face any challenge that comes your way. But it's up to you to channel that energy and masculinity into productive actions that lead to success. The world is unfair. Women want men weak. Are you going to accept it? The concept of masculinity has been distorted by modern society and is not antagonized as being toxic. However, it is essential to understand that being a man and acting as one is essential. Who's going to carry the boats? David Goggins. In a world that values being docile and weak, it's easy to overlook the importance of masculinity. The modern-day media shuns and demonizes anything that depicts masculinity. Going to the gym and working on your body is seen as narcissistic and fatphobic, and performing any male actions is seen as being sexist. Because of this, men are forced into the shells of modernity. Trans men are praised and respected over cis males. However, do not be deceived, the world still needs men. How, you ask? Well, there are some responsibilities placed on men, and of course, a lot of expectations placed on the men. One of such expectations is living a leadership lifestyle. This means focusing on self-improvement, self-discipline, and self-awareness to become the best version of yourself. Take a cue from some of the most iconic leaders in history, such as Martin Luther King Jr., who led by example and inspired others through their actions. By understanding yourself, you can understand others better, communicate effectively, and make better decisions. In today's world, the modern mindset seems to be increasingly at odds with masculinity. Men are often bombarded with the message that the inherent qualities such as strength, courage, and leadership are not only irrelevant but also harmful and toxic. This narrative, perpetuated by the media and the popular culture, has led to the devaluation of masculine virtues and the promotion of a more feminine or gender-neutral mold for men to conform to. But what happens when men are encouraged to reject their natural instincts and suppress their true identity? Is this modern push for a more acceptable version of masculinity causing confusion and the loss of purpose among men? Well, if you're just joining us, welcome to our channel, and don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell too, so you don't miss out on content just like this. One doesn't need to look far to find examples of this phenomenon in the media landscape. Once popular TV shows and movies that celebrated a masculine hero are now being replaced with characters who are portrayed as passive, sensitive, or emasculated. Gone are the days of the rugged, self-assured male figure who fearlessly takes charge and saves the day. Instead, we see male characters who are unsure of themselves, afraid to assert their masculinity, and often ridiculed for displaying masculine traits. Take, for instance, the portrayal of male characters in popular sitcoms. In many modern sitcoms, the male lead is often depicted as bumbling, clueless, and incapable of making decisions without the guidance of their female counterparts. They are often the butt of the jokes, portrayed as being out of touch or even foolish. This sends a subtle but powerful message that masculinity is outdated, and men who exhibit such traits are out of place in today's society. Even in action movies, a genre that has long celebrated male strength and heroism, we see a shift towards more sensitive and emotionally vulnerable male characters. Gone are the days of the tough-as-nails, stoic male action hero who fearlessly takes on the bad guys. Instead, we see male protagonists who are plagued by self-doubt, struggling with their emotions, and often reliant on female characters to come to their rescue. This subtle shift in the portrayal of male characters reflects the growing acceptance of a more feminine or gender-neutral ideal. while downplaying the virtues of masculinity. What impact does modernity have on masculinity? You see, the impact of this modern mindset on men cannot be underestimated. Those men who are encouraged to suppress their natural instincts and conform to a more feminine or gender-neutral mold experience confusion about their true identity and purpose. They struggle with low self-esteem, feeling that their inherent masculine traits are no longer valued or accepted in today's society. This can lead to a loss of confidence, motivation, and direction, as men are made to question the very essence of who they are. It's important to acknowledge that modernity, which promotes harmful and oppressive behaviors, should be condemned and addressed. You see, modernity fails to appreciate the positive qualities of masculinity, such as strength, courage, and leadership, which have helped men navigate challenges and contribute positively to society throughout history. After all, accepting and celebrating the positive qualities of masculinity can empower men to become confident, purposeful, and positive contributors to society. It's time to reject the narrow view of masculinity and embrace a more inclusive and balanced understanding of masculinity that recognizes and celebrates the inherent strengths and virtues of men. One powerful example of a character who embodies masculinity in the face of modern challenges is the iconic superhero, Superman. In the recent film adaptations, we see Superman's character being portrayed as more conflicted and emotionally vulnerable, struggling with self-doubt and questioning his place in the world. However, at his core, Superman still embodies the qualities of masculinity that have made him a beloved figure for decades. He possesses unwavering strength, courage, and leadership, and he uses these qualities to protect and serve humanity without apology or shame. Another example can be seen in classic literature, such as the character of Atticus Finch in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. Atticus represents the epitome of masculinity, with his unwavering moral compass, integrity, and courage in the face of adversity. He serves as a role model for his children and the community, showing that masculine qualities of strength and honor can coexist with kindness and empathy. Furthermore, history is replete with examples of men who have exhibited masculine qualities and have made remarkable contributions to society. From leaders who have inspired nations to explorers who have braved the unknown, from artists who have created masterpieces to athletes who have pushed the boundaries of human potential, these men have harnessed the virtues of masculinity to achieve greatness and have left a lasting impact on the world. Listen up, it's high time we challenge the narrative that masculinity is harmful or irrelevant. We should not be made to feel ashamed of our inherent qualities, such as strength, courage, and leadership. Instead, we, as men, should be encouraged to embrace and cultivate these virtues, along with other positive traits like empathy, compassion, and emotional intelligence. We should be allowed to express our masculinity in healthy and constructive ways, without being confined to narrow gender roles of stereotypes. Picture a world where the qualities that define masculinity are erased from society. A world where men are no longer encouraged to be strong, courageous, and assertive. A world where the idea of a masculine man is dismissed as harmful and toxic. The consequences of such a world would be far-reaching and potentially devastating, right? As the great philosopher Aristotle once said, "Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others." Without masculine men who possess the courage and strength to stand up for what is right, who will defend our freedoms and ensure our safety? Before we continue, if you're enjoying this video, do well to click the like and subscribe buttons to show your support. If you've done that, let's continue. Let's take a look at the iconic movie Saving Private Ryan. We see the bravery and sacrifice of soldiers who risked everything to protect their country and their comrades. Without masculine men like them, our societies would be vulnerable to threats and chaos. Moreover, without masculine men in vital roles such as policemen, firefighters, and EMS personnel, our communities would be at risk during emergencies. In the popular TV series Chicago Fire, we see the bravery and dedication of firefighters who risk their lives to save others. As the character Gabriella Dawson once said, the fire department is a brotherhood, and they've got your back. Without masculine men who possess the physical strength and resilience necessary for these roles, our safety and well-being should be in peril. Masculine men also play a critical role in developing and maintaining our infrastructure, from builders to contractors to engineers. These men possess the skills and expertise necessary to construct and maintain the buildings, roads, and bridges that we depend on. Without their knowledge and expertise, our communities would be unable to function properly. In the popular movie The Martian, we see the ingenuity and problem-solving skills of a group of scientists and engineers who work tirelessly to bring a stranded astronaut back to Earth. Without masculine men who possess these skills, our progress and development as a society would be significantly hindered. Finally, without masculine men who possess the drive and ambition to push the boundaries of knowledge and innovation, our understanding of the world would be limited. In the words of the famous inventor Thomas Edison, "I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that it won't work." Without men who possess the perseverance and resilience to pursue new ideas and technologies, we would be unable to make the groundbreaking discoveries and advancements that have shaped our world. The consequences of disappearing masculine men from our society are far-reaching and significant. From defending our freedoms to maintaining our safety to advancing and understanding of the world, masculine men play a critical role in the functioning of our communities. We must reject the harmful narrative that portrays masculinity as toxic, and instead celebrate the virtues and qualities that make men essential for social development and progress.